After a crazy mix-up, the ice-cold CEO gave me two options. First, we get married. You become the Huo family's son-in-law, but only on paper. I can't give you love, but I can't say never. Second, I give you some money, we forget this ever happened, and from now on, we're strangers. She looked at me with a sly smile. I'll take option 2, Lucy asked in disbelief. You don't need more time to think about it? Nope. What's so great about being the Huo family's son-in-law? I'd have to help with your company and show up whenever you need me. How's that different from being kept on a leash? No thanks. Once I get the money, I'll find a woman who loves me and live the life I want. That's way better. Who cares about being the Huo family's son-in-law? Why isn't this guy following the script? Every rich playboy in my circle would kill to marry me. Why does being my husband sound like a prison sentence when he says it? So how much do you want? That depends, Miss Lucy. How much are you worth? So if I offer too little, I'm basically saying I'm not worth much. And now I can't lowball him. Nice use of the art of war. Too bad I've been in business too long to fall for that. I heard Mike, the hotel manager, paid you $5 million for the room mix-up. I'll give you $5 million too. Ms. Lucy, the wrong room mix-up was an accident. But you saw someone inside and didn't leave. I have every reason to think you did it on purpose. If an accident costs $5 million, is $5 million really enough for something intentional? You're seriously selling yourself short. Mr. Jack, the money is for you. How does that mean I'm not worth much? Isn't it obvious? You're offering the same amount as the hotel. That means you think your conscience and your principles are only worth $5 million. So, how much does that make you worth? Lucy opened her mouth but couldn't come up with a comeback. Seeing I wasn't happy with the offer, she finally asked, Then how much do you want? I answered without hesitation. $15 million. Lucy stared at me, speechless. I can afford it, but it still rubs me the wrong way. This guy only cares about the money. Apparently, I'm worth nothing to him. $8 million. That's my max. Lucy, what is this, pocket change? Then how much do you want? I said $15 million, not a penny less. That's too much. $15 million is pocket change to you, isn't it? Last night was an accident. I'm a victim too. You're the victim? Did I drag you into my room? Did I force you? You walked into my room on your own, came over to me on your own, and then you? Lucy cut me off. Okay, stop talking. 12 million. I shook my head. 14 million. Didn't you just say you wouldn't take a penny less than 15 million? Why is it 14 now? Didn't you start at 8 million? Now you're up to 12. We're bargaining, aren't we? If you don't like me lowering my number, then raise yours. Lucy took a deep breath. 12.5 million. Lucy, do you really think adding 500 grand makes you look sincere? 13.5 million. 13 million. Deal? I can't believe I got played at my own game. By a guy fresh out of college. She pulled out her phone, sent the money, and even labeled the transfer compensation. Then she got up and left. She didn't want to stay 1 second longer. Tom and I walked out of Yujingshuan. On the way, he asked me, So what did you and Lucy decide? I told him about Lucy's 2 offers, then added, I picked the second one. No way! Lucy is at the absolute top of the city's elite. Huo Group is huge nationwide and even has a presence overseas. You actually turned down being the Huo family's son-in-law? And Lucy's gorgeous. How did you say no? What's so great about being their son-in-law? It's just a title. Money's different. Once it's in your pocket, unless you spend it, it's not going anywhere. That's actually pretty smart. So Huo Group hired you. Are you still going to work there? Of course, why wouldn't I? I earned that job. I might as well make it through probation. At least then I can put Huo Group on my resume. That'll look great. Aren't you worried about running into Lucy? Why would I be? We already agreed to act like strangers if we see each other. She's the heiress of the Huo family. I'm just some junior assistant. What are the odds we'd even cross paths? Jack, you've really got a big heart. I could never do that. My grandma taught me that. They chatted for a bit, then went their separate ways. I headed back to my apartment. When I got home, I took a shower. I looked down at the faint red marks on my body and my ears instantly burned. Lucy. Jack, remember this. Drinking only causes trouble. If you drink again, you're a dog. After my shower, I flopped onto the bed. I start at Huo Group tomorrow. What if I actually run into Lucy? Why am I even scared? Lucy, you'd better pretend you don't know me. If you so much as look at me in the office, I'll show you what real humiliation feels like. I slept until dark, got up, dug through the cabinet, found some instant noodles and boiled water for them. 3 minutes later, I sat at my desk with the noodles. 3-month probation. Show up late, lose half a day's pay. After eating, I read the handbook for another half hour. I fell asleep again after 9. Since I'd slept so much the day before, I woke up extra early. Damn, Lucy, are you a vampire or what? I headed out. When I reached the office building, I took a deep breath. Jack, starting today, you work for Huo Group. That woman has nothing to do with you. I strode toward the entrance. I checked the directory, found HR, and took the elevator up. Before long, the paperwork was done and the contract was signed. Then I was told to report to the president's office on the 36th floor. Is the 36th floor where the president works? Yeah. This opening was for the president's secretary in the first place. My world just collapsed. I actually volunteered to become Lucy's secretary. Could you assign me to another executive? I don't have much experience. I'm afraid I'll mess it up. Do you know how many people would kill to get into the president's office? And you're over here being picky? Huh, I'm not being picky. I'm genuinely scared. Scared of what? You're going there to be a secretary, not fight a war. Besides, you'll just be helping out at first. You might not even see the president. By the time you're working directly for her, you'll already be past probation. As long as I don't see her, I'm good. I took the money and agreed we'd pretend not to know each other. But it'd still be awkward if we ran into each other. Okay, I'll head up now. The man glanced at me and left me with one line. Go straight to Tom when you get up there. Haha, okay, thanks. I got to the 36th floor and found the president's office area. Hi, I'm Jack, the new guy. The assistant's office told me to report here. I'm Tom, the team lead here. Your desk is over there. I walked over, and the second I sat down, Tom came over with a thick stack of papers. These are the executive office procedures and guidelines. Read through them first. These files also need to be archived, so sort them by date. He paused, then added, "You're new here, so don't try to cut corners. Do your job, and if you don't know something, ask your coworkers." I looked at Tom and had a feeling he wasn't exactly easy to get along with. I looked down at the huge stack of papers in front of me and took a deep breath. Got it. Tom took a couple of steps, then turned back to look at me. "Oh, and the CEO's office is at the end of the hall. Don't go over there unless you need to. I'll call you if something comes up." "Fine by me, I'd rather not go." Once Tom was out of sight, I finally let out a long breath and muttered under my breath, "Great. Now I'm gonna be running into him all the time." Lucy leaned back in her chair. "I seriously don't get it. How can a guy that handsome have a mouth that toxic? It's already past 10. Is she really coming to work today?" Normally she'd stay as far away as possible, but with the way that woman thinks, who knows? With that thought, he reached over and pressed the intercom. "Mike, come in here." Less than a minute later, there was a knock at the door. Mike opened the door and walked in. "Mr. CEO, what can I do for you? Didn't we just hire a new assistant? Go see if she's here yet." "Well, that's new. Since when does the CEO care about something as minor as whether a new assistant showed up?" "Sure, I'll go check right now." "Wait." Mike turned around with a look that said, "I knew it wasn't that simple." Jack paused, then added, "Just confirm she's here. Don't let the new assistant know, and don't tell anyone else I asked you to check." Mike's gossip radar instantly went off. "Got it." Mike turned and left the office. Tom was sorting through some files when he saw Mike walk in, and he immediately went over to greet him. "Mike, what brings you here? Do you need something?" "Nothing major. I just wanted to see if the new assistant showed up." "If she didn't, HR will need to make other arrangements." "Why does he care whether the new assistant showed up? She's here. She finished onboarding this morning and already checked in with the executive office." Mike nodded. "All right, that's all I needed." With that, he turned around and walked off without another word. Tom stayed where he was, watching Mike leave, and quietly breathed a sigh of relief. I thought the new girl might have some serious connections, with Mike coming over to ask about her himself. Turns out he was just checking if she showed up. If she really had connections, after the cold shoulder I gave her and not even telling her about the temporary meal card, she'd probably think I was messing with her. He sat back down and kept going through the files in his hands. "But that's how I run my team. You can't be too nice to new hires, or they'll be impossible to manage. Put them in their place first, let them know who's in charge, and setting rules gets a lot easier." "Sir, the new assistant showed up for work." "Got it. You can get back to work." "Didn't expect that." "She actually showed up. Yesterday she was sharp enough to bargain with me, and today she's sitting at her desk all proper, pretending to be just another regular assistant." I was carefully reading through the CEO office guidelines. Suddenly I heard people shuffling around the office. "It's lunch break. Let's go eat." "Our team's pretty big, so we go in shifts. Just remember 11:50 every day." "Thanks." "I'm Jack. Today's my first day." "I'm Tom. I've been here a little over 3 months and just became permanent." "I don't have a meal card yet. How am I supposed to eat at the cafeteria?" "Just ask Mike, the team lead, for a temporary meal card. Once your employee badge comes in, it'll have everything on it. Then you can just scan that." Mike was just about to head out. "Team lead Mike, I don't have a meal card yet. I heard I can get a temporary one from you." Mike reluctantly opened the drawer. "Give it back once your badge comes in." "Got it." Mike turned and walked away. When I started, he never told me there was a temporary meal card. I had to go out for lunch that day. Isn't he the team lead? How can he act like that? I heard his sister-in-law is the deputy head of HR, so he's pretty full of himself. Other than the few people who suck up to him, most people can't stand him. Don't go repeating that, okay? I'm only telling you because you're new here, just like I was. Don't worry. I know when someone's looking out for me. All right, enough about him. I'll take you to the cafeteria. Okay, thanks. As we walked, Tom filled me in on the company. I really appreciated it, but over lunch I couldn't help thinking Huo Group wasn't managed all that well. Even people working right under Lucy acted like this. Of course, Mike probably acted totally different around Lucy. Nice to her face, nasty behind her back, and always first in line to kiss up. Back at my desk, I got up to grab some water. "Want me to grab you a cup?" "I'll get my own." "Yeah, a little walk after lunch sounds good." The second I said that, a female coworker held her cup out to me. "Grab me one too." She was pretty enough, but that entitled tone? How did she say it so naturally? "Get me one too." So that's what this was. I was the new guy, and they wanted free labor. In plain English, they were picking on the newbie. Tom's face changed. He was about to speak up for me, but I didn't want him making enemies on my behalf. Me though? I had money in my pocket, so I wasn't worried. "Guys, today's my first day at work, not my first day as your babysitter. Are your legs broken, or are you completely helpless? You really need someone else to get you a cup of water?" The woman's face stiffened. "You're the new guy. What's wrong with asking you to get me some water?" "Nothing, I was just curious." "Your hands work just fine. So do your legs. So why do you have to shove your cup at me? Is your brain not telling your hands what to do, or are you just too shameless to know what manners are?" One of the male coworkers holding out his cup spoke up. "Who are you calling shameless?" "You." Was that not obvious? Do I even know you? You walk up and shove a cup in my face without even saying please, or could you? Did your mom never teach you manners, or do you think new hires are supposed to crawl around serving everyone? Wow, the new hire really is something else. You've got a bigger attitude than the senior staff. We just asked you to grab us some water. Did you really have to make such a big deal out of it? A favor? You call this a favor? 4 cups, 2 hands. Are you asking for help or treating me like your errand boy? Want me to make you some tea too? Bring out some snacks? Then stand here and give you a shoulder massage? I came to work at Huo Group, not wait on you. If you need someone to bring you tea and water, hire a housekeeper. Stop embarrassing yourselves at work. Huo Group hired you to work, not to throw your weight around and bully new employees. He's new. He just doesn't know how to respect his seniors yet. It's fine. Give him a few days and he'll learn the rules. Rules? What rules? The rule where you bully new hires? Or the one where seniority gives you the right to act entitled? You've worked here for years, and this is what you learned? Is bullying new employees how Huo Group became one of the top 500 companies in the country? Or are you the company's official mascot for intimidating new hires? The woman's lips trembled, but she couldn't come up with a response. A sharp tongue won't get you far. You'll regret this. Oh, is that a threat? Fine. I'll go straight to the CEO's office and let him decide. I'll ask Mr. Huo if Huo Group has a rule that says every new employee has to spend their first day serving tea and water like a housekeeper. The man's face changed. He instinctively glanced at Jack. Jack had actually heard everything. Just as he was about to speak, I stopped and looked back at the three of them. Oh right, I forgot to ask your names. That way, when I report this to the CEO, I can be specific. Jack finally couldn't stay seated any longer. Tom, you're brand new and you're already picking fights with senior employees. Are you trying to get yourself fired? I turned to look at him. Something about Jack's face just rubbed me the wrong way. He looked like I'd borrowed money from him and paid him back with junk. Team lead. Jack really knows when to start seeing and hearing things. We've been arguing this whole time and you acted like you didn't hear a thing. But the second I mentioned the CEO, you showed up right away. Wow, with reflexes like that, you should have been a firefighter. Jack and Tom happened to be passing by the CEO's office when they heard all the arguing inside. They weren't planning to get involved, but then the word CEO came through loud and clear. Jack recognized my voice and decided to stay outside and listen in. You've got some nerve! I've got some nerve? You're the team lead. Where were you when the senior employees were bullying the new hire? Where were you when 3 people shoved their cups at me and made me get water for all of them? Now that I'm going to the CEO, you suddenly show up and say I'm causing trouble with the senior staff. Mike, you're pretty biased for someone who's supposed to be in charge. Alan, you're new here. What's the big deal about getting your coworkers some water? Every new hire starts out this way. What, you think you're special? Instead of backing down, I stepped forward. So what if I am? Does being new mean I have to be your servant? Is that rule in the Huo Group employee handbook or posted on the wall somewhere? Why don't I ask Jack, the CEO, if he knows about it? It's my first day and this is the lesson you give me? So Huo Group's company culture is bullying new hires? I used to think this company was impressive. Turns out this is how it's managed, and this is the kind of people it hires. Figures. A company run by that guy would be just as lousy as he is. No one else understood what I meant, but Jack, standing outside the door, heard every word. His face went dark, and Tom almost burst out laughing. Ha ha ha! Someone actually called the CEO a terrible person. Mike heard me going after the company and got worried things were getting out of hand, so his tone softened. If you don't want to get water for your coworkers, then don't. Why make such a huge deal out of it? I gave a cold laugh. Mike, that's easy for you to say. If I hadn't pushed back today, would they expect me to bring them breakfast tomorrow? You're the team lead. Instead of stopping them from bullying the new hire, you're lecturing me for talking back. So in your book, staying quiet and taking it means you're well behaved, but standing up for yourself means you're overreacting. Jack stood outside the door, listening with a blank expression. This new assistant really had guts. Going after her coworkers was one thing, but she even dragged the CEO into it, and did it without missing a beat. After a few seconds of silence, Jack walked in. Tom quickly followed. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw 2 people come through the door and instinctively turned around. In 1 second, my expression switched to, I'm a hardworking model employee. Jack looked straight at Mike. What's all the arguing about? Sir, it's just a little misunderstanding between the new employees. A little misunderstanding. Jack's face went even paler. Mike glanced at Tom. Tom got the message right away. Jack, go over the workflow and rules for the CEO's office again. Have it on my desk tomorrow. Yes, sir. Tom's eyes lingered on the 3 of them for a moment. If anyone wants to act like they own the place at Huo Group, hand in your resignation now. Otherwise, getting fired won't look nearly as good. The 3 of them went pale, then red. They regretted making me get their water, but hated me even more for embarrassing them in public. Lucy glanced at me and walked out. Anna followed behind, giving me a curious, impressed look before she left. I'm getting some water. You coming? Let's go. Huh? Oh, Alan, you were savage back there. What's the big deal? That's the CEO. Aren't you scared? I've even cursed him to his face. What's there to be scared of? I didn't do anything wrong. By the way, what are those 3 called? What's their deal? The woman's Amy. She's been here 2 years and she's always sucking up to the team lead. The heavier guy is David. He's been here 2.5 years. He's just like Amy, great at switching sides whenever it suits him. The other one's Peter. He's been here 4 or 5 years and never got promoted. He's bitter about it, so he picks on new hires to feel important. I nodded and made sure to remember those 3 names. Those 3 are Jack's people. They're always hovering around him and sucking up to him. Jack loves the attention, so he always takes their side. When I first got here, they made me do the same stuff. I didn't dare say anything and put up with it for over a month. Later, another coworker quietly told me I wasn't the only new hire they'd bullied. I frowned. No one does anything about it. Jack's the team lead. If he doesn't handle it, who will? Besides, he wants the new hires pushed around so they'll listen to him. One coworker couldn't take it anymore and complained to Jack. Jack turned around and chewed him out for not getting along with the team. He quit after 2 months. No wonder they're so arrogant. They've got Jack backing them up. Exactly. But after what happened today, they'll probably tone it down. The CEO said it himself, so even Jack won't dare be that blatant. Let's go. It's almost time to get back to work. Back in the office, Amy, David, and Peter were huddled together, whispering. The second I walked in, all 3 stared at me. I stared right back. Plenty of people hate me. Who do they think they are? I had no idea the CEO's office had gotten this bad. Bullying new hires, forming cliques, even workplace harassment. No wonder turnover is so high. The CEO's office is responsible for supporting. I didn't put team leads in charge so they could gang up on new hires. How did you end up promoting that guy? Boss, this one's on me. I dropped the ball. We were slammed with projects a few months ago, and the previous team lead had just quit. Tom was smooth, knew how to make himself look good, and his sister-in-law, the deputy HR manager, casually put in a good word for him. So I went ahead and promoted him. Why? Are you close with his sister-in-law? No, she just mentioned him once in a meeting. I figured someone had to get the job, and Tom seemed pretty capable. He may be good at his job, but he's a lousy person. Boss, you mean, if he pulls that whole push out anyone he doesn't like stunt again, fire him. And make sure he doesn't bully the new assistant. Wait, something's off. Since when does the boss care this much about anyone? And a guy, no less. He worked up the nerve and tested the waters. Boss, you seem kinda different when it comes to that new assistant. Lucy froze for a second, then shot him a blank look. Quit being nosy. Just do what I told you. Screw up again and I'll ship you off to the Africa branch. He snuck a glance at Lucy and caught the tiniest smile flash across her lips. She didn't deny it. She actually didn't deny it. Oh man, the boss has a crush. And here I thought she really wasn't into guys. Turns out she secretly found herself a man she likes. I have to report this to the chairwoman. Back at the executive office. Tom, the files are all sorted. Tom looked up at me. Just leave them on the desk. I set the files down and said, keeping it strictly professional, Tom, HR said my badge would be sent to the assistant's office. It's almost quitting time. Can I go grab it? After picking up my badge, I stepped out of the elevator and saw Lucy walking straight toward me, just as I was about to pass her. Jack, are you seriously gonna pretend you don't know me? I rolled my eyes. I'm just perfectly following rule number 2 of your deal, aren't I? What, having second thoughts? I'm telling you now, I'm not giving the money back. Lucy couldn't help laughing at how obsessed I was with the money. When did I ever say I wanted it back? I just think, since you work at Huo Corp now, pretending we don't know each other forever is weird. Just say hi like normal from now on. That smile happened to be seen by Mike, who had just stepped out of the assistant's office. He froze in place. The boss smiled, and it looked completely natural. He ducked back into the office, pulled out his phone, and quickly called Chairwoman Anna. Chairwoman, it's me, Mike. I gotta tell you something. I think the boss has someone. You should have seen her smile. It was so natural. I've worked with her for years, and I've never seen that before. What? What's his name? How old is he? Where did he go to school? What does he look like? What's he like? Personality-wise? Well, today at the office, he shut down the team lead and 3 senior employees so hard they had nothing to say. He's quick with his words, and definitely not someone who lets people walk all over him. Good, Jack, keep a close eye on him. Don't let any idiots mess with him. Don't worry, Chairman, the CEO already told me to look out for him. Good. Dad, I think Lucy likes someone. I thought what happened between me and that cheating jerk had scared Lucy off marriage for good. Now she's finally found someone who makes her smile. As her mom, there's no way I'm getting in her way. So how do I help my daughter land her man? I can't step in directly. She's way too proud and she'd freak out if she found out. I can't secretly set them up either. That guy looks smart. If I make it too obvious, it'll backfire. Got it. I'll start with the company. My future son-in-law works in the CEO's office, so I'll have plenty of chances. I'm the chairman. I can use department inspections as an excuse to stop by. Once we get familiar, I can slowly get closer to him and naturally create more chances for the two of them to spend time together. Perfect. Henry, clear my entire schedule for next Wednesday. I'm going to inspect every department at the company. Out in the hallway, after hearing Lucy say that, I stopped, kept a straight face, and said, "Morning, boss." Then I tilted my head at her. Like that? Normal enough? Want me to bow too? Lucy looked at my fake smile and said, "You don't have to be so sarcastic." How am I being sarcastic? You said to greet you normally. That's exactly what I'm doing. Morning, boss. Bye, boss. Thanks for your hard work, boss. From now on, those are the only 3 things I'll say when I see you at work. Normal enough? Lucy was completely speechless. Boss, anything else? If not, I'm going back to organize the files. I'm here to work, not stand around in the hallway chatting with the CEO. When you feel it? Well, this guy's definitely toned it down at work. At least he didn't curse anyone out. I walked into the office and gave the temporary meal card back to Tom. Tom took the card back without a word. I went back to my desk and pulled out my phone. Mike had texted me half an hour ago. "Adam, how's your first day going?" I replied, "It's a long story." "What happened? Did Lucy give you a hard time?" "My coworkers told me to get them hot water. 3 people shoved 3 cups in my face without even saying please." Mike sent back a string of dots. Whatever. I called them out, including the team lead. Now everyone in the office knows I'm not easy to mess with. That's so you. Just be careful. Don't get yourself fired. It's Huo Group after all. The pay is pretty good. Why worry? I'm not scared at all anymore. If I lose the job, I lose the job. So, any progress on calling off your engagement? Jack said he's already working on it. He told me to wait for an update. Then wait. If he can't pull it off, you've still got his IOU. What are you worried about? True. Are you off work? Want to grab dinner? No. I'm still traumatized by eating out. I'm just gonna crash at home. Alright, get some rest. I got up and made a quick exit. I finally made it through day 1. The CEO's office at Chenfeng Industries. Sir, here are the files you asked for on Mr. Tom and Ms. Lucy. Tom and Lucy's engagement was arranged to tie the 2 companies together. Neither of them chose it. Also, Lucy's seeing more than one man. Have legal check whether we do business with either company, and see if they've broken any laws or regulations. The assistant acknowledged him, then turned and left. Meanwhile, on my way home, I stopped by the market. After a full day at work, I had to treat myself. Having money is great. I can eat whatever I want. Grandma. Hey Mike, how was your first day? You tired? It was fine. I just sat in an office, so not really. Good. Oh, are you coming home this weekend? Of course, why wouldn't I? All right, I'll make your favorite food and wait for you. You don't have to go through all that. You're already busy with tourists every day. It's not that bad. You know my little farmhouse place. City folks just drive out to relax. I'm only busy around lunch, though weekends get crowded. Don't make anything special for me. I'll help out when I come back this weekend. Okay, have you eaten yet? Yeah, I ate really well. Good, make sure you eat on time. I wish Grandma could live with me, so she wouldn't have to work so hard alone in the countryside. Meanwhile, Anna walked through the door. What's wrong, Mom? Don't recognize me? You're all grown up and still teasing your mother. Oh, Aunt Mary wants to introduce you to her distant nephew. I said yes. I'll set you two up sometime. Mom, I already told you I don't want to get married right now. Stop worrying about me. It's all my fault. If things hadn't gotten so ugly between me and your awful father, you wouldn't have lost faith in marriage. It's all my fault. Here we go again. She pulls this every time, and somehow it always works on me. Mom went through so much back then. Mom, you know I'm just not that interested in men. The words reached her lips and she suddenly stopped. Wait, I literally just asked John to marry me, and he chose money without hesitation. Damn it. But somehow I like him even more now. What's wrong with me? He only cares about money, not women. That's better than most guys in our circle. I'm talking to you. Why are you spacing out? Mom, if you've got nothing else to do, maybe run the company. You dump everything on me. You're the chairwoman, but you barely do anything. Didn't I take care of everything when you were little? I worked so hard to raise you. Of course I'm handing the responsibility over to you. You don't expect your mom to keep working this hard forever, do you? My sweet little girl doesn't have my back anymore. Mom, as long as you don't force me into blind dates, ask for anything you want. But you only get one request. You said it. Fine. Then within 2 months, you have to find a guy you actually like and bring him to meet me. Mom, how is that any different from forcing me on blind dates? If you won't do it, I'll have Aunt Mary bring a guy straight to Huo Tower tomorrow, and you can have your blind date at work. Lucy pictured it. Aunt Mary marching into Huo Tower with some guy while the whole company watched her get set up on a blind date. Just thinking about it gave her goosebumps. She gave in instantly. Fine. I'll bring someone I like to meet you within 2 months. Easy. I can just pay someone to pretend. Jack loves money anyway. He'd probably say yes. That's more like it. By the way, your dad's stepson has his eye on you. Be careful and don't let him set you up. I know. He came to the office before claiming he was my brother. I had security throw him out. What a joke. You know what's even funnier? Your dad called me a couple days ago pretending to care about your love life, then started bragging about how great his stepson is. He's obviously after the Huo Group again. That's why I'm telling you to be careful. Lucy's expression turned cold. If they try to scheme against me, I'll make sure they regret it. Anna could tell her daughter knew what she was doing. All right, enough about them. They're ruining the mood. Go wash your hands. Let's eat. The next day, I showed up at the office full of energy. As usual, Tom was the only one who greeted me. Then Mike walked over. Take this file to the project department. I nodded. Delivering files? Perfect. I wouldn't have to sit in the office and I could sneak out for a little break. Nice. Mike thought I'd finally given in and his confidence came right back. When I got back, Mike studied my face carefully. No exhaustion, no frustration. Mike pulled a thick stack of files from the cabinet. Jack, sort these by dating category, then make a copy of everything for backup. And remember, I want it done before you leave. Tom waited until Mike was gone before turning to me. These paper files are already backups. Everything's on the computer. Why make another copy? He's doing this on purpose. Isn't that just wasting company paper? What a waste. If you're gonna use work to mess with me, then don't blame me for what happens next. I pretended I was going to the restroom and got up to leave. Mike shot me a sideways glance. Trying to run off? If you don't finish by the end of the day, that's another bad mark on your internship report. I walked straight to the CEO's office and knocked on the door. Come in, Lucy's voice came from inside. I opened the door and poked my head in. Hey boss. The sudden greeting startled Lucy so badly that the file in her hand dropped onto the desk. She clenched her jaw and took a deep breath. Jack, can you please come inside before you start talking? I stayed out because I didn't want to dirty your floor. What's up? Come in. I don't care if you dirty the floor. I'm here to report some wasteful practices at the company. Wasteful practices? They're wasting paper, electricity, and manpower. I think it's hurting the company's interests. You shouldn't come to me over something this small. Talk to admin or facilities. Lucy, that's not right. Small problems can turn into big ones. Then I spent the next 10 minutes firing off example after example until Lucy went from twitching at the mouth to getting a headache. He actually kind of has a point. Huo Group isn't going under tomorrow, is it? When she saw I was about to keep going, she cut me off. Enough. If you keep going, I'm gonna end up homeless. Since you brought this all the way to me, tell me. What do you want me to do about it? How would I know what you should do? I thought you came here to tell me how to do my job. But why did you come to me in the first place? Because you're the only person I know who can boss around the executive office. So you should feel lucky you know me. More like unlucky. I'm done. You deal with it yourself. Lucy watched me run off in panic and couldn't help laughing. Lucy hit the intercom. Tom, come in here! Tom knocked and came in. Boss, what do you need? Lucy gave Tom the short version of everything I just said. Any manager who wastes company resources just to mess with a new employee has no place here, and this company needs a serious cleanup. How about this? Once Mike starts making copies, I'll catch him in the act. Then we'll have proof and can fire him fair and square. Lucy glanced at him. Fine. Handle it. And while you're at it, investigate any waste or personal use of company property. Huo Group doesn't keep parasites on payroll. Got it. I'll take care of it right now. Tom pulled one person from facilities and one from admin, and the three of them headed straight to the executive office where they caught me making copies. Hold on, what are you copying? I immediately caught on. The files Jack asked me to organize. I'm making one copy as a backup. Jack's heart sank. Jack, did you tell him to do this? Tom, I only told him to organize the files. I never told him to copy them. Maybe he thought they needed a backup. Heh, no problem. We'll just check the cameras. Pull today's footage and let's see exactly what Jack told him. Admin moved fast. After watching the footage, Tom turned to Jack. Jack, anything else you want to say? Then Tom turned to the admin staff. Pull the footage from the last few months too. I want to see how Jack normally runs this department. After watching it, Tom immediately called Lucy. Boss, you need to come down here. Lucy got there fast. After watching the footage, she glanced at Jack again. Jack, you're fired. Pack your things and leave now. Ma'am, Lucy pointed at the screen. Those three too, all of them. Lucy glanced at me, then turned and left the executive office. Anna told the admin staff. Watch them pack, make sure they're gone by the end of today. Jack shot me a vicious glare, then started packing. The other three did the same. In the CEO's office, Anna walked up to Lucy's desk. Boss, does this count as the beauty saving the hero? Cut the nonsense. Find a new team lead ASAP. The executive office needs someone in charge. Tom, the deputy head of PR, is solid. He's great at managing people and keeping things organized. He should be able to handle this team. Make sure he understands that the executive office is different from PR. He needs to treat everyone fairly. Got it. I'll keep a close eye on things this time and check in often. Don't worry, I'll also keep an eye on Assistant David for you. All right, go take care of it. The next day, the executive office got its new team lead. Hey everyone, I'm Tom, your new team lead. If anything comes up, come to me. My rule is simple. Focus on the work, not the person. Do your job and do it well. At 2:30 that afternoon, a woman in her 50s walked into the executive office with an assistant behind her. Tom was the first to stand. Chairwoman, everyone else quickly stood up too. Sit, I'm just stopping by. No need to be nervous. Her eyes landed on me, and she walked over to my desk. You're David, right? Hello, Chairwoman. Susan pulled over a chair, sat beside me, and looked me over. You're a little skinny. You don't look too well either. Was the chairwoman actually worried about me? I heard you got bullied on your very first day. Oh, it's already been handled. Everyone's been nice. Susan nodded, then noticed the unopened box of cookies on my desk. That's all you're eating? Didn't you have a proper lunch? I ate plenty at the cafeteria. These are just for when I get hungry later. Susan shook her head disapprovingly. Don't work yourself too hard. Take care of yourself. Here, steep this in hot water. I looked down. It was a box of premium American ginseng slices. Chairwoman, this is way too expensive. I can't take it. Take it. No need to be so polite with me. The way she looked at me was almost grandmotherly, and my heart skipped a beat. Did Lucy tell her mom what happened that night? No way. Why would a rich family ever approve of a broke guy like me? Then why was the chairwoman being so nice? Maybe she was just checking on me because I got bullied at work. Yeah, that had to be it. You're David's friend, right? Look out for him. Don't worry, Chairwoman, I will. If you ever need anything, just go to your CEO. Okay, thank you, Chairwoman. Before leaving, the assistant glanced back at me.